Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this morning we learned the future is neutral. I would say one thing more. The future will be written by our next generation. And for those of you who might have looked at, let's say, the posters just outside of here, well, there are students who made tremendous work, and they prepared for us posters including exactly how they see the future, what new powertrain technologies could be developed, and how they would approach it. So we can have a short overview in the next slides that we can see behind us. And I would like to call on stage the jury from, let's say, the different companies from the SIA who were sitting together and did the hard job of making a selection out of these tremendous and good presentations. Okay. Good. Okay, I will. Yes, okay. So we have the jury members here on stage. So I would like maybe to ask to take already a place for the third prize, because we will have a prize for the three best student posters. Well, on the powertrain, we talked a lot about passenger cars, we talked a lot about transport, we talked a lot about, let's say, how we could decarbonize and come to a fuel neutral or a CO2 neutral future. Well, powertrains are more than cars. Yeah. And one of the groups here has looked at how could we extend that, how could we use powertrains beyond the use on cars, on other applications, which also need to be depolluted, where we also need to be CO2 neutral. And on this, we have, let's say, the winner of the third prize. So let's see if we can have that coming on. It's IFB School. I'll call you on stage. Congratulations.
We are there.
I will call you on stage. Where are you? Oh, okay. Welcome. You made a very good job of taking an engine, such as a Honda, let's say a single-cylinder engine, and transforming it to hydrogen operation to be totally CO2 neutral. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So I don't know if you want to say something about your project. 2 words.
Yes, thank you very much. So about our project, it's more about reduce local emissions on garden engines with a versatile cylinder to retrofit a gasoline engine to H2. So during our project, we perform calculation to transform gasoline to H2. So it was very interesting. So I think it's just the first step so to include in a long project to reduce not just cars or trucks on all the transports, but the garden engines, for example, or all the engines. So it was really interesting. Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, so please come on this side, because we will have a picture with the jury members. Please come here. C'est pour la photo. Ok, c'est bon?
Hein? Non, mais il faut appuyer sur le...
Non, c'est pour la photo.
Ah, pardon. Je peux pas avoir un prix.
Are you ready? Okay, so let's move to the next prize, to the second prize. Well, as the first group was extending the powertrain depollution from passenger cars and trucks to another market, well, there was another group that looked at not only the usage of the engine or the usage of the fuel cell, but looked at how could we have an overlook from cradle to grave over the full life cycle. And there was one group who really looked at every single corner of that aspect, from the production, from sizing of the powertrain down to, let's say, the end of use. And this group has therefore deserved to win the second prize in this Student Poster Award. And this group is... Normale supérieure Paris-Saclay. So if you have not seen the poster, it has a very nice icon vehicle, yeah, the Renault 5 on it, which is mounting the steps, but there is a lot more information on the poster itself. So I would invite you when you go out to have a deeper look. Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And before I give you the prize, I want to let you know that it was very difficult for us to separate you from the winner. We liked very much your wide scope approach of optimization. It was a really great job. So this is for you, and congratulations again.
Maybe for the picture? Where is the photograph? Ah, there. Okay. Hey, what is it? Si. Okay, yes. Sophie, tu viens devant. Oui, ok. Ready for the final part? So now we go to the first prize. Well, on the first prize, we had now two groups who went outside of the border, outside of the framework, I would say, of passenger cars and trucks by using other applications or by looking at the full LCA. Well, there was also one group who found a very, I would say, inventive, new approach, new idea. Because traditionally we are looking at BEVs, we are looking at combustion engines, we are looking at, let's say, more or less technologies that already have been presented but still need to mature. But there was one group who made something totally different. They used, in fact, electricity to transform it in another way, store it on board of the vehicle, and therefore find a total new approach to CO2 neutral mobility. And this group is... Orléans. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. Very well done. Congratulations. So, and you not only get, let's say, the trophy like the others, so please, there you go, trophy of the first place. But we also found a sponsor, it's OP Mobility, it's my company, who put in the envelope, together with the SAE, 2 tickets for Le Mans Classics, so that you can participate to that. Congratulations. There you go. We need to take the picture first, and then you will have the opportunity to speak about your presentation, about your poster, and present it to the public. So first the picture. a few minutes. You can go here. Ça. Et vous allez voir sur l'écran après.
Ok. Well, thank you for all of you.
Still a view on the prize. There was a movie which I did not know about. You will discover in reality.
Well, thank you for all of you to be sitting here in front of you. And today, Lucas Corinal with me, myself, Enzo Perosa from Polytechnic School of Orléans University. All pleased and well honored to be there. Thank you. And so we made this project in collaboration with the Bertrand Group and Mr. Lepenec here present in this room, and with Mr. Alain Charlet and Mr. Guillaume Collin from the same school. So Lucas is going to present you the introduction of our project.
So yeah, as you said, in collaboration with Bertrand Group. So they proposed us the project of working on the design of a vehicle embedded hydrogen generator for small car categorized as the L6A car. So for you to get an idea, it's the size of a car without driving license. And so the innovation of that project is the use of reversible fuel cells, and using WLTC class 1 cycles. And the main tool that we use are numerical simulations on the AMSIM software mainly, in order to design powertrain, battery, fuel cells, and all the component part of the project. So some specification of the project that we had to respect is the weight, the power, and the range of the vehicle should be able to do 100 kilometers.
So to give you a small comparison, we can talk about the price and the durations of the compressions and generations. So it was about 2.5 hours to produce and compress the amount of hydrogen to make this 100 kilometers range. And so with this, we can make like 1 or 2 or even 3 cycles in a day, one during the night, during the morning, or well, during the afternoon. So that's a really good point for the customer. And also with the price of it, it was about €3 to produce this whole amount. So to compare with a small city car consuming 6 or 7 liters for the same range at a price of fuel liter of €1.8, the price is multiplied by 4, so that's a new relevant point for these projects and for the customer. That's really beneficial for him, and that's why the projects at this stage is relevant.
So now to take a closer look on the project, I don't know if you can see, but on the point 1 showed here, we have a functional diagram. So basically it's working on 2 different parts. We have a generator's parts and the consumer parts. The 2 are linked by H2 tank. And so basically we have the socket at the beginning, like if you were plugging your car, your electric car, but now you are plugging your car into the socket to generate hydrogen. And in the end, so we have the generator's part generating the hydrogen, and then with the same device in the consumer part, you are consuming the hydrogen produced before. So that's the solutions. So the challenge of that project was also to dimension a lot of components. So here I'm not going to talk about all the stuff in the electrolyzer, but we had to do some compromise and finally choose options. Also, as we are using hydrogen, we had to pass by a compression. So compression solution has been fine, up to 200 bars for the final compression of the quantity that we are generating during one cycle.
So for myself, I was in charge to take the consumer part, so a new sketch. And I won't enter in details, but we chose for a fuel cell of 5 kilowatt and a battery of 0.2 kilowatt hour to buffer the fuel cell and to conserve it over the time, to don't make any fluctuation or variations. And after that, we made the energy management strategy with the ECMS, and we find the final result of an S of 1.85 to assume a consumption of 11 grams during the whole cycle. I will let Lucas to conclude and say the last things.
So to conclude that project of 9 weeks of works, we saw that we passed during different designs and dimensioning of the different parts. So we can see that the project is still at the research stage, but the research shows that the possibility and the feasibility of the project have a place in the future. And
And now the next steps will be with a trainee from our school, an intern for the whole summer, and he will take over this project as far as he can. And for that, we are hoping for any funding from you or your company. So if you want to discuss further, we can talk each other after with the client here, Mr. Le Pennec from Bertrand. And for the end, we want to thank OP Mobility for this opportunity to be there in this stage at the SIA PWT Student 2025, and our school to be there as well, because without Mr. Alain Charlet and Guillaume Collin, we won't be there. So thanks to all and everybody.